Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Jenny and I help people transcend their limits. So today's video, I wanted to discuss how to stay positive when you're going through a bad time, how to stay up during a rut, how to get past that, how to move on, what should you do? Hard times upon us, hard times upon us. Let's start off with understanding the basics, okay? When something bad happens to us, we are literally programmed into seeing the worst possible situation. And this is a survival instinct. So let's go back years and years and years. And let's just say that we were trying to survive in the wild and there was an animal going to eat us. Or whatever the case may be, whatever the situation was, we would always prepare ourselves for the worst because it would give us more chance of survival, okay? And we still do this now. Like, our brains haven't progressed for some reason to see the positive naturally in things. We always look for the worst possible outcome, okay? The worst possible outcome will always give us increased chances of survival. Back then, now, no, because it makes us chronically stressed, okay? We live from a stressful state all the time, okay, because we're always seeing the worst possible outcome. Now, hopefully our brains progress and evolve to become more adaptive to our current reality, but anyway, that's a side note. So what can you do when things do become tough, when tough times come? How do you stay positive? How do you stay upbeat? How can you maneuver your way through that difficult time? Okay, now when it really hits the fan, it's so difficult to become aware and to step back and to hold the frame, to realize that nothing externally can have any effect internally. It's difficult when whatever's happening and it feels like the world is falling apart. It is hard. It is so hard. But I think I've got some practical tips for you guys. These are what I use when things in my life seem to just take a huge downfall. I do these exact things and they work wonderfully for me. So I thought, let's share it with you guys and see if it can help you too. Biggest thing that I can recommend is to go inwards, like literally go inwards. Your external world is just plastic to your thinking, okay? So as soon as you go inwards, nothing externally matters. You know that your real world is your inner world and everything external, all of this 3D stuff doesn't matter, okay? Whether you've just split up with your long-term partner, whether you've just lost your job, whether you've just gone bankrupt. Bad things, like not good at all, but don't give them attention. Go inwards, meditate, okay? Look for guidance in the quantum field. The quantum field has all possibilities existing in it this very second. So while you're out here stressing, you're giving your attention, you're giving your focus, you're giving your energy to all these bad things, and guess what? All these bad things are going to multiply. Stop, meditate, go inwards. Disconnect from your senses, disconnect from the 3D world, enter into the 5D world, and you will realise that there's so many opportunities existing right now, okay? You have to vibe with them, you have to connect with them, you have to attach to them emotionally, electrically from your brain. And then you'll see your external reality quite literally transform before your eyes, okay? So let's recap my biggest tips for coming out of a rut or getting yourself literally from 0 out of 10 to 10 out of 10, like that. Number one, we must not give the negative things that are falling apart any attention. Don't give them any energy, don't give them any focus. Focus only on the good things that are happening in your life. Focus only on the positive aspects, even if there's only very tiny things, like you had a good bath this morning or you had a really great dinner last night. Give that your energy, give that your focus. Don't give your focus to the job you just lost. Don't give your focus to the angry mob outside Tesco or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, don't give any of these bad things any of your energy, because you're just going to create more of it. Remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. Instead, dedicate at least an hour every single day, either first thing in the morning or last thing at night. Meditate, okay? Now this is the exact meditation I do, and I think it could really help you guys out. Whether you're going through a rut or not, I recommend just do this anyway. Get get connected to your 5D world, okay? I place my hands over my chest. I get really present to the moment. Really present to the moment. Obviously I'm lying down when I'm doing this. I have like 528 hertz music going on. And I just get really connected to my heart space, really connected to my heart space. And I let myself release from this 3D world, this weird world that we're in. It's honestly a bit of a weird situation that we have going on here. I don't fully comprehend what it is. But once you flip into between these two realms, in between the 3D world and the 5D world, you just suddenly realise that everything in the 3D world is so... doesn't matter. Like, it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the job you just lost. It doesn't matter about the bankruptcy that you've just declared. It doesn't matter about anything, because when you go to this 5D realm, it's just this overwhelming feeling of love and peace and elation. I have no other words to describe it but complete elation. And there's obviously a lot of information around this, and I recommend catching up with Joe Dispenza's work. He's actually just done a really great interview, and I'll leave the link in the description box. Definitely check it out. If you don't have any of his books, then I recommend just go ahead and buy his book called Supernatural. I think it's called Supernatural. It's a game changer, and that will really teach you how to meditate effectively to enter into this 5D realm. And then you can draw the circumstances, you can draw the situations to you, instead of trying to create in this 3D world, and it's like a big huge struggle, like, God, I've lost my job, I've got to go quickly run and find a new one. What we'd say instead is, let's get into the 5D world, let's co-create with our creator, and let's let the job find us. We could just go into a shop and someone says, hey, you look like my new employee, come work for me. You don't know, like, you have got zero possibilities about what's going to happen, and that is the whole point. You're not creating matter with matter. Therefore, you can't predict how it's going to happen, because it's out of the ordinary. It's not coming from past realities. It's not coming from past experiences, because it's a completely new emotion. It's completely new reality, okay? You can't predict it. It's completely unknown. And this is the absolute beauty of it. You have to surrender yourself to it in complete faith that it's going to happen. It's going to change. Everything's going to work out for the better. So as bad as things seem now, number one, don't give yourself any energy. And number two, just enter into the 5D realm. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.